Be prepared. The sky just cracked open, and most people didn't even notice. Something ancient, something electric is already moving through the air like a storm that whispers your name before it hits. This isn't a drill. The test has already begun, and Mercury hasn't even fully stepped into Aries yet. But the door? It's open, and ready or not, you just walked through it. Imagine driving full speed down a road that keeps changing beneath your tires. There's no map, no GPS, just instinct, just reaction. And if your soul flinches, even for a second, you'll crash. That's the kind of pressure we're stepping into. Mercury in Aries doesn't knock politely. It kicks the door down. It's not asking who you think you are. It's demanding you prove it. You don't know who you are until the fire shows up, as they say in the old stories. This is that fire. And it's not here to warm you, it's here to test your wiring. Will you stand tall, or will you short-circuit? This energy doesn't wait for your permission. It's already peeling back the masks. The truth is coming in hot. Fast thoughts, fast words, fast mistakes. If you're not aligned, if you're pretending, if you're stalling, if you're still rehearsing a version of yourself that's expired, this wave will expose it. Completely. This is your warning and your wake-up call. Don't just watch this moment pass you by. Like, subscribe. Drop 77 in the comments if you feel the shift, and if you're ready to help spread this message like wildfire. Because you don't want to sleep through this test and wake up wondering what happened. Mercury is entering Aries, and it's about to show you exactly who you are when the mask comes off. And here's where things get even more real. Remember, this portal doesn't open for just anyone. It responds to something deeper, something raw and unfiltered. If you've been doing the inner work, you're already feeling it. That buzzing in your brain, like the static before lightning strikes. That tight pull in your chest that says everything's about to change. It's not chaos, it's activation. This isn't just another shift in the cosmos. This is the switch flip moment. From practice to purpose. From reading the map to walking the path. But let's make something very clear. There's a part of you that feels so sure about who you are. That fixed belief, that this is just how I am thought. Yeah, that one's about to get shattered. And when it breaks, it'll sting. Because Mercury in Aries doesn't come in to confirm your story, it comes to correct it. And here's the kicker, most people won't even know what hit them. They'll blame the stress, the confusion, the tension in their conversations. But it's not just life getting loud, it's the universe flipping the lights on. The real ones feel it. The ones who've trained for this? They're already stepping forward. This energy accelerates those who are aligned. It fuels clarity like gasoline on a spark. Your words will land sharper. Your thoughts will hit deeper. Your instincts will feel eerily precise. But if you've been hiding from the truth, if you've been avoiding the mirror, this wave might knock you down. Fast. Mercury in Aries doesn't slow down to ask if you're okay. It forces the issue. Ready or not, it's go time. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to be real. Because in this portal, masks melt and only the truth gets rewarded. So here's where the portal really starts pulling the curtain back. If you've been feeling like something inside you is waking up, cracking open, breaking through, you're not imagining it. That's the wave. And those who ride it, they're about to move different, talk different, manifest on a whole other level. It's like discovering you've had a secret superpower all along, one that only activates under pressure. Mercury in Aries isn't just pushing you from the inside, it's bending the world around you to respond. Because once this energy moves through you, you don't just shift internally. You become a signal, a frequency. And the world, it hears you now. Things start to fall into place faster. People show up out of nowhere. Synchronicities stop being rare. They become constant. It's like your voice carries an invisible charge, and every time you speak with truth, the universe moves a little. But let me be real with you. This kind of power doesn't come quietly. This isn't angel whispers and gentle nudges. This is thunder in the psychic sky. It doesn't ask, it announces. Thoughts come in like lightning strikes. Words slice through the fog. And suddenly, without trying, you become too much for the people who've spent their whole lives trying to stay small, quiet, safe. You'll feel it first in the way people react to you. The ones who once smiled politely might now seem tense, edgy, even distant. Not because you've changed in a bad way, but because your energy has gotten louder. And not everyone can handle what you're carrying. You've become a mirror they didn't ask for, and a reflection they can't unsee. This power doesn't wait for applause. It doesn't shrink itself to fit the room. It walks in fully formed. If you've aligned, it feels like clarity flooding your bloodstream. If you haven't, it'll feel like emotional static, like everything's too much all at once. But that's the test. That's the burn before the breakthrough. And here's the truth that'll either empower you or expose you. This wave won't carry those who aren't ready to speak up, to show up, to be real. If you're still hiding, it will feel like your world is getting smaller. If you're aligned, it'll feel like your aura just took up more space than ever before. So if things start getting weird, uncomfortable, electric, good. That means it's working. That means the portal is touching you. That means something real is breaking through. You're not here to play small. You're here to turn your thoughts into spells, your words into weapons of truth, your presence into permission for others to rise. And Mercury in Aries, it's just the beginning of that. And that heat? It's only getting hotter. If you've made it this far, then you already know. Something's shifting fast, and it's not slowing down for anyone. The clarity rising in you now isn't soft, isn't sugar-coated, and definitely isn't convenient. It's bold, it's raw, it's undeniable. And that's exactly why it's becoming uncomfortable for those who are still stuck in illusions, especially their own. See, when your frequency rises, it creates friction. Not because you're wrong, but because you're finally right in a way that can't be ignored. You're not yelling to be heard. You are the volume. You're not trying to change anyone. You're just done shrinking to keep others comfortable. The version of you that used to dilute your truth, soften your tone, wear masks just to be tolerated, that version is dead and gone. Now you're speaking in truth, not in tones people prefer, but in tones that crack illusions. It's not about being aggressive. It's about being real in a world that's overdosed on fake. And the world isn't ready for that, but you are. People will start glitching around your energy. Conversations will shift. Invitations might stop. Some will pull away. Let them. That's not rejection. It's energetic filtration. Your aura is no longer a waiting room for people unsure of themselves. Your presence is a litmus test. It shows people exactly where they stand with themselves. And many won't like what they see. But that's the point. This portal, this cosmic pressure cooker, it's not designed to keep everyone comfortable. It's designed to break what's false and reveal what's real. This isn't about who stays or who goes. It's about what remains after the masks fall. Because here's the truth. Most won't say out loud, the discomfort others feel around you isn't because you've changed into something harsh. It's because you've returned to something ancient, something pure. And their nervous system, still tangled in fear and performance, can't match it. You're not the problem. You're the mirror. You're the frequency that reminds them what it feels like to be unfiltered, to be powerful, to be awake. And that makes people squirm. But don't mistake their squirming for your mistake. You're not meant to dim this light. You're meant to stand in it. No explanations, no apologies. So when people react strangely, when they flinch or fade away, remember, it's not personal. It's energetic. You're not chasing approval anymore. You're channeling truth. And truth doesn't always come with applause. It often comes with echoes. But it always, always comes with freedom. And clarity at this level doesn't ask for permission. It just arrives, loud, direct, and sometimes uncomfortable. As we continue down this path, one thing becomes painfully clear. You weren't born to be liked. You were born to wake the world up, to rattle the sleepwalkers, to be the thunder that shakes the silence. So if you've been wondering why your presence is suddenly unsettling to others, why your truth feels too sharp, too heavy, too much, this is why. You're not here to soothe egos. You're here to set fire to illusions. Mercury in Aries isn't interested in how well you play along. It's watching how well you stand alone. This portal isn't about comfort. It's about courage. It doesn't hold your hand. It hands you the sword. And it says, cut through the noise. Step into the unknown. Walk through the doors that scare you, not because someone will follow, but because your soul demands it. What's being activated now is ancient, older than your name, older than your fears. It existed long before society taught you who to be, how to speak, or where to shrink. This energy doesn't ask you to remember. It demands that you become what you've forgotten, the part of you that never doubted, the one that spoke first and apologized, never, the one that knows. And suddenly, the lies you've tolerated, even the ones you told yourself, start to itch. You'll begin questioning the scripts you've followed for years, not because someone gave you permission, but because something inside refuses to stay quiet any longer. That silence you used to swallow so easily, now it tastes like poison. Now it burns. Staying silent, playing it safe, going along to get along. That's no longer survival, it's self-betrayal. What used to pass for compromise now feels like slow death. Your body knows, your energy knows, and Mercury in Aries is here to burn the lies right off your tongue. There's no room left for sugarcoating. Not now. Not in this energy. This is a time for raw truth, delivered with precision. You're not here to walk softly, you're here to walk surely. Your words might shake the ground, let them. That's what truth does when it's been buried for too long. So if you feel like you're standing at the edge of something, staring into a version of yourself you barely recognize, good. That's not fear. That's rebirth. That's the truth waking up in your bones. And that core, it's roaring to life now. You've been standing at the edge, feeling the burn of everything that no longer fits. And this is why. Because the universe isn't responding to your mask. It's responding to your essence. Not the voice you polished for approval, not the version of you that fit in rooms you've long outgrown. It's listening to the voice that's been whispering beneath all the noise. The voice that's ready to scream truth into the sky. This is why things are falling apart, why some connections feel heavy all of a sudden, Why plans that once felt solid now seem to crumble in your hands. That's not a sign to panic. That's proof you're evolving. Think of a snake shedding its skin, tight, itchy, uncomfortable, but necessary. You're not breaking down. You're breaking open. Let it fall. Let the parts of your life that were built on survival start to dissolve. That job, that friendship, that dream you once clung to because it made you feel safe. If it's leaving, let it. This portal isn't interested in what you once needed to get by. It's calling out what you were always meant to become. Mercury in Aries brings fire, but not just to burn. It's here to forge, to refine, to accelerate. Right now, your thoughts are creating ripple effects faster than ever. Your words are sending shockwaves through reality. This is manifestation in real time, but only when it's coming from your truth, not your programming. That's the test. That's the power. Anyone can chase a goal that was handed to them, but it takes a different kind of soul to burn it all down and speak something real into existence. That's what this moment demands. You're not here to be predictable. You're not here to play roles written by someone else. You're here to initiate, to begin again, not from fear, not from habit, but from alignment. Raw, unapologetic alignment. And if you've been feeling like your desires are getting louder, your path is reshaping itself. Your intuition is practically screaming. It's not just you. It's the portal. It's the shift. It's the new frequency demanding to be heard through you. And now, after all the shedding, after the words sharpen and the energy shifts, here comes the moment that matters most. Because when everything external starts to shift, fall away, or catch fire, what's really being asked is simple. Will you choose your truth over your comfort? That's the final phase of this test. It's not about proving anything to the world. It's about proving to yourself that you're no longer willing to abandon who you are, to be accepted by who you're not. Because the deeper you go into this new independence, the more it hits you. It was never about separation. It was always about returning, not to some perfect version of yourself, but to the real one, the wild one, the one who remembers. And in the coming days, the universe will test that, not with giant fireworks or dramatic endings. No, it'll come quietly. In the moments when you're tempted to shrink again, when someone side-eyes your truth and you feel the old urge to soften it, when silence feels safer than speaking, when being liked feels easier than being you. Those are the moments to watch. That's how you'll know the portal is working, when you can feel the pull to go backward, but you choose to move forward anyway, unapologetically. That's when you know it's not just theory anymore. It's embodiment. It's real. You'll notice it in your conversations. Words you never thought you'd say come pouring out. Not because you're trying to impress, but because they feel like freedom. Your voice has a current in it now. Your thoughts? Charged. And suddenly, the mystical doesn't feel distant. It feels loud. It's here. Now, some of you will start receiving spontaneous downloads, insights that land like lightning in your mind. Out of nowhere, clarity will strike. You'll know things you haven't read, haven't been told. You'll feel your body respond before your brain understands why. Goosebumps without warning. A shiver that feels like recognition, a pressure behind your eyes like a message trying to break through. This is more than intuition. This is direct transmission. The veil isn't just thin anymore. It's practically pressing against your skin. You're walking with the unseen now. You're in the in-between. And when that space opens up, it changes everything. But here's the truth. None of that matters if you don't choose your truth in the end. Because all the magic, all the fire, all the divine guidance in the world can't do the one thing you must do for yourself. Stand in it. Fully, loudly, repeatedly. This is your line in the sand, the moment where the mystical and the mundane collide, and you choose to live in alignment no matter who doesn't clap. This is the portal's final gift. Not just power, but permission. And only you can decide what you do with it. And now, as we reach the edge of this message, let's bring it all together. If you've been feeling the fire rise, the shifts get louder, the truth crack open inside you, you're not imagining it. You're being activated, tested, and called into a version of yourself that doesn't apologize, doesn't perform, and doesn't wait for permission. Mercury in Aries is not here to play nice. It's here to make sure you remember who you are. This portal won't keep the door open forever. It's moving fast, and it's only carrying those who are willing to move with it. So choose your truth. Speak it, walk it, live it. Because the version of you that aligns now, that's the one who gets to write the next chapter. If this message hit you deep, don't scroll away in silence. Like this video. Hit subscribe if you're ready for more guidance like this. And drop 77 in the comments if you feel this portal working through you, and to help spread this energy far and wide. Let's remind the collective, this is the moment we stop hiding and start becoming. Because the ones who move with truth now will shape the future.